Eggs. Noun. An approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb. To throw eggs at. Verb. To encourage, incite. Bumpy. Adjective. Rough, jumpy, causing or characterized by jolts and irregular movements. Detour. Noun. A diversion or deviation from one's original route. Verb. To make a detour. Interaction. Noun. The situation or occurrence in which two or more objects or events act upon one another to produce a new effect. The effect resulting from such a situation or occurrence. Identify. Verb. To establish the identity of someone or something. Maintain. Verb. To support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Autonomy. Noun. Self-government, freedom to act or function independently. Failures. Noun. State or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, opposite of success. Lands. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface, especially from the air. Impressed. Verb. To affect someone, strongly and often favorably. Adjective. Strongly affected, especially favorably. Mailman. Noun. Someone, implied male, who delivers mail to, and or collects mail from, residential or commercial addresses, or from public mailboxes. Covered. Verb. To place something over or upon, as to conceal or protect. Adjective. Overlaid, with, or enclosed, within something. 40th. Noun. The person or thing in the 40th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 40. Learning. Verb. To acquire, or attempt to acquire knowledge or an ability to do something. Verb. To teach. Noun. An act in which something is learned. Harder. Adjective. Of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Itself. Pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. It. A thing as the object of a verb or preposition that also appears as the subject. Invention. Noun. Something invented. Close down. Verb. To stop trading as a business. Maniac. Noun. An insane person, especially one who suffers from a mania. Conscientious. Adjective. Thorough, careful, or vigilant in one's task performance. Lengthened. Verb. To make longer, to extend the length of. Ketchup. Noun. A tomato vinegar-based sauce, sometimes containing spices, onion or garlic, and, especially in the U.S., sweeteners. Verb. To cover with ketchup. Flavor. Noun. The quality produced by the sensation of taste or, especially, of taste and smell in combined effect. Verb. To add flavoring to something. Dating. Verb. To note the time or place of writing or executing. To express in an instrument the time of its execution. Noun. A form of romantic courtship typically between two individuals with the aim of assessing the other's suitability as a partner in an intimate relationship or as a spouse. Brace. Noun. Armor for the arm. Vambrace. Verb. To prepare for something bad, such as an impact or blow. Earthquake. Noun. A shaking of the ground, caused by volcanic activity or movement around geologic faults. Insulation. Noun. The act of insulating, detachment from other objects, isolation. Borrow. Noun. Deviation of the path of a rolling ball from a straight line. Slope. Slant. Verb. To receive something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. Drum. Noun. A percussive musical instrument spanned with a thin covering on at least one end for striking, forming an acoustic chamber, affecting what materials are used to make it. A membranophone. Movement. Noun. Physical motion between points in space. Center. Noun. The point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb. To cause. An object. To occupy the center of an area. Associate. Noun. A person united with another or others in an act, enterprise, or business. A partner. Verb. To join in or form a league, union, or association. Adjective. Joined with another or others and having lower status. Hurts. Noun. An emotional or psychological humiliation or bad experience. Verb. To be painful. Great. Noun. A person of major significance. Accomplishment or acclaim. Adjective. Relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Adverb. Very well, in a very satisfactory manner. Interjection. Expression of gladness and content about something. Login. Noun. A combination of a user's identification and password used to enter a computer, program, network, etc. Indispensable. Noun. A thing that is not dispensable. A necessity. Adjective. Not admitting ecclesiastical dispensation. Not subject to release or exemption. That cannot be allowed by bending the canonical rules. Locksmith. Noun. One who practices locksmithing. Fill. Verb. To occupy fully, to take up all of. Dishwasher. Noun. A machine for washing dishes. Grocer. Noun. A person who retails groceries, foodstuffs and household items. From a grocery. Verb. To sell groceries. To act as a grocer. Cooperate. Verb. To work or act together, especially for a common purpose or benefit. Mouse. Noun. Any small rodent of the genus Mus. Verb. To move cautiously or furtively. In the manner of a mouse. The rodent. Frequently used in the phrasal verb to mouse around. Happy. Noun. A happy event, thing, person, etc. Noun. Preceded by the happy people as a group. Verb. Often followed by up. To become happy. To brighten up. To cheer up. Adjective. Having a feeling arising from a consciousness of well-being or of enjoyment. Enjoying good of any kind, such as comfort, peace, or tranquility. Blissful. Contented. Joyous. Imports. Noun. Something brought in from an exterior source, especially for sale or trade. Verb. To bring something in from a foreign country, especially for sale or trade. Verb. To be important, to be significant, to be of consequence. Educated. Verb. To instruct or train. Adjective. Having attained a level of higher education, such as a college degree. Conscientious. Adjective. Thorough, careful, or vigilant in one's task performance. Blanket. Noun. A heavy, loosely woven fabric, usually large and woolen, used for warmth while sleeping or resting. Verb. To cover with, or as if with, a blanket. Adjective. General, covering or encompassing everything. Impatient. Adjective. Restless and intolerant of delays. Damp. Noun. Moisture, humidity, dampness. Verb. To dampen, to make moderately wet. Adjective. In a state between dry and wet. Moderately wet. Moist. Countries. Noun. Chiefly British. An area of land. A district. Region. Noun. A style of popular music that originated in the folk music of the rural population of the southern and western United States and characterized by string band instruments and simple melodies. 50th. Noun. The person or thing in the 50th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 50. Enters. Noun. The enter key on a computer keyboard. Verb. To go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Mic. Noun. A microphone. Verb. To microphone. To place one or more microphones, mics, on Excess. Noun. The state of surpassing or going beyond limits. The being of a measure beyond sufficiency, necessity, or duty. That which exceeds what is usual or proper. Verb. To declare. An employee. Surplus to requirements, such that he or she might not be given work. Adjective. More than is normal, necessary or specified. Clothing. Verb. To adorn or cover with clothing. To dress. To supply clothes or clothing. Noun. Any of a wide variety of articles, usually made of fabrics, animal hair, animal skin, or some combination thereof, used to cover the human body for warmth, to preserve modesty, or for fashion. Congratulations. Noun. The act of congratulating. Interjection. Expressing praise and approval. Expressing approbation. Applying. Verb. To lay or place. To put one thing to another. Noun. The act of applying. An application. Affair. Noun. Often in the plural. Something which is done or is to be done. Business of any kind. Commercial, professional, or public. Calibration. Noun. The act of calibrating something. Barmaid. Noun. A woman who serves in a bar. Guest. Verb. To reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Ears. Noun. The organ of hearing, consisting of the pinna, auditory canal, eardrum, malleus, incus, stapes and cochlea. Verb. To take in with the ears. To hear. Noun. The fruiting body of a grain plant. Verb. To put forth ears in growing. To form ears, as grain does. Verb. To plow. Ish. Noun. Operations. An individual item. The least quantitative unit in a grouping. Adverb. For one. A piece. Per. Pronoun. Everyone. Everything. Discoveries. Noun. Something discovered. Moon. Proper noun. The Earth's moon Luna. The sole natural satellite of the Earth. Represented in astronomy and astrology by. Noun. By extension of moon. Any natural satellite of a planet. Verb. To display one's buttocks to. Typically as a jest, insult, or protest. Jacket. Noun. A piece of clothing worn on the upper body outside a shirt or blouse. Often waist length to thigh length. Verb. To enclose or encase in a jacket or other covering. Job. Noun. A task. Verb. To do odd jobs or occasional work for hire. Fight. Verb. To contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Composite. Noun. A mixture of different components. Verb. To make a composite. Adjective. Made up of multiple components. Compound or complex. Noun. A. Non-zero. Natural number that is expressible as the product of two or more natural numbers other than itself and one. Doorbell. Noun. A device on or adjacent to an outer door for announcing one's presence. It can be mechanical, directly sounding a bell, or a button that electrically sounds a chime or buzzer inside the building. Verb. To ring many doorbells in an effort to contact people and thereby spread information or solicit. Daisy. Noun. A wild flowering plant Bellis perennis of the Asteraceae family. With a yellow head and white petals. Dead. Noun. With the. A demonstrative. Or a possessive. Those who have died. Noun. Often with the. Time when coldness, darkness, or stillness is most intense. Noun. Usually plural. Sterile mining waste. Often present as many large rocks stacked inside the workings. Verb. To prevent by disabling. Stop. Adjective. No longer living. Adverb. Degree. Exactly. Debris. Noun. Rubble, wreckage, scattered remains of something destroyed. Hard working. Adjective. Of a person, taking their work seriously and doing it well and rapidly. Figure. Noun. A drawing or diagram conveying information. Verb. To calculate. To solve a mathematical problem. Mercy. Noun. Relenting. Forbearance to cause or allow harm to another. Verb. To feel mercy. Interjection. Expressing surprise or alarm. Inputs. Noun. The act or process of putting in. Infusion. Verb. To put in. Put on. Cafe. Noun. A convenience store. Originally one that sold coffee and similar basic items. Noun. A coffee shop. An establishment selling coffee and sometimes other non-alcoholic beverages. Simple meals or snacks, with a facility to consume them on the premises. Dark. Adjective. Having an absolute or, more often, relative lack of light. Beard. Noun. Facial hair on the chin, cheeks, jaw and neck. Verb. To grow hair on the chin and jaw. Hiring. Verb. To obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Noun. The act by which an employee is hired. Lazy. Noun. A lazy person. Verb. To laze. Act in a lazy manner. Adjective. Unwilling to do work or make an effort. Disinclined to exertion. About. Adjective. Moving around. Astir. Adverb. On all sides. Around. Brush. Noun. An implement consisting of multiple more or less flexible bristles or other filaments attached to a handle. Used for any of various purposes including cleaning, painting, and arranging hair. Verb. To clean with a brush. Deer. Noun. A ruminant mammal with antlers and hooves of the family Cervidae, or one of several similar animals from related families of the order Artiodactyla. Control. Noun. Influence or authority over something. Verb. To exercise influence over. To suggest or dictate the behavior of. Arrives. Verb. To reach. To get to a certain place. Easygoing. Adjective. Of a person. Calm, relaxed, casual and informal. Coupons. Noun. A section of a ticket, showing the holder to be entitled to some specified accommodation or service. As to a passage over a designated line of travel. A particular seat in a theater. A discount, etc. Drop off. Verb. To fall asleep. Else. Adjective. Used only with indefinite or interrogative pronouns. Other. In addition to previously mentioned items. Adverb. Follows interrogative adverbs. Otherwise. If not. Conjunction. For otherwise. Or else. Guess. Verb. To reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Climb. Noun. An act of climbing. Verb. To ascend. Rise. To go up. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from. Doing something. Using something etc. To stop, cease. Doing something. Adjective. Well suited. Appropriate. Fit for a particular activity or purpose. Contractor. Noun. A person or company that builds or improves buildings. Evaluation. Noun. An assessment, such as an annual personnel performance review used as the basis for a salary increase or bonus. Or a summary of a particular situation. Archaeologist. Noun. Someone who studies or practices archaeology. Improves. Verb. To make something better. To increase the value or productivity of something. Guild. Noun. A group or association mainly of tradespeople made up of merchants, craftspeople, or artisans for mutual aid, particularly in the Middle Ages. Concert. Noun. Agreement in a design or plan. Union formed by mutual communication of opinions and views. Accordance in a scheme. Harmony. Simultaneous action. Verb. To plan together. To settle or adjust by conference. Agreement. Or consultation. Loan. Noun. An act or instance of lending. An act or instance of granting something for temporary use. Verb. To lend something to someone. Local. Noun. A person who lives near a given place. Adjective. From or in a nearby location. Adverb. in the local area, within a city, state, country, etc. Noun. An anesthetic. Anesthetic substance that causes loss of sensation only to the area to which it is applied. Consensus. Noun. A process of decision-making that seeks widespread agreement among group members. Loop. Noun. A length of thread, line or rope that is doubled over to make an opening. Noun. A mass of iron in a pasty condition gathered into a ball for the tilthammer or rolls. Merchant. Noun. A person who traffics in commodities for profit. Verb. As a resident of a region. To buy goods from a non-resident and sell them to another non-resident. Drawbacks. Noun. A disadvantage, something that detracts or takes away. Mince. Noun. Finely chopped meat. Verb. To make less, make small. Army. Noun. A large, highly organized military force, concerned mainly with ground, rather than air or naval operations. Future. Noun. The time ahead, those moments yet to be experienced. Adjective. Having to do with or occurring in the future. Noun. Short for futures contract. Dryer. Noun. One who, or that which, dries. A desiccative. Creation. Noun. Something created such as an invention or artwork. Judgment. Noun. The act of judging. Designer. Noun. A person who designs something. Or who designs things as a profession. Adjective. Created by a designer, especially a fashion designer. Mother. Noun. A human, female who has given birth to a baby. Guitar. Noun. A stringed musical instrument, of European origin, usually with a fretted fingerboard and 6 strings, played with the fingers or a plectrum. Guitar pick. Verb. To play the guitar. Culture. Noun. The arts, customs, lifestyles, background, and habits that characterize a particular society or nation. Verb. To maintain in an environment suitable for growth, especially a bacteria. Compare cultivate. Dishonest. Adjective. Not honest. Confident. Noun. A person in whom one can confide or share one's secrets. A friend. Adjective. Very sure of something. Positive. Finds. Noun. Anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb. To encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Blooming. Verb. To cause to blossom. To make flourish. Noun. The act by which something blooms. Adjective. Opening and blossoms. Flowering. Adverb. Often followed by well, bloody, bleeding, extremely, again. Adverb. Another time, once more. Preposition. Obsolete or dialectal, against. Driving. Verb. To provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Adjective. That drives. A mechanism or process. Effectively. Adverb. In an efficient or effective manner, with powerful effect. Figures. Noun. A drawing or diagram conveying information. Verb. To calculate. To solve a mathematical problem. Balance. Noun. A state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb. To bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Masked. Verb. To cover the face or something else, in order to conceal the identity or protect against injury. To cover with a mask or visor. Verb. To mash. Verb. To bewilder, confuse. Adjective. Wearing a mask or masks. Bigger. Adjective. Of great size, large. Verb. To make or become bigger. Melt. Noun. Molten material, the product of melting. Verb. To change, or to be changed, from a solid state to a liquid state, usually by a gradual heat. Administration. Noun. The act of administering, government of public affairs, the service rendered, or duties assumed, in conducting affairs, the conducting of any office or employment. Direction, allocated, verb, to set aside for a purpose. Adjective, having been granted an allocation, having received something as part of a plan or scheduled disbursement, having been assigned something that was set aside for a particular purpose. Average, noun, the arithmetic mean. Verb, to compute the average of, especially the arithmetic mean. Adjective, constituting or relating to the average. Lower, adjective, situated close to, or even below, the ground or another normal reference plane. Not high or lofty. Adverb, close to the ground. Verb, to let descend by its own weight, as something suspended. To let down. Garbage man. Noun, someone, usually male, whose job it is to collect refuse from people's homes and take it to be processed. Exercising. Verb, to exert for the sake of training or improvement. To practice in order to develop. Noun, the act by which something is exercised. Logic. Noun, a method of human thought that involves thinking in a linear, step-by-step manner about how a problem can be solved. Logic is the basis of many principles including the scientific method. Verb, to engage in excessive or inappropriate application of logic. Adjective, logical. Hypochondriacs. Noun, a person affected with hypochondria. Interesting. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective, of concern, affecting, important, depressing. Verb, to press down. Adjective, causing depression or sadness. Findings. Noun, a result of research or an investigation. Noun, small tools and materials used by artisans and craftsmen. Described. Verb, to represent in words. Chair. Noun, an item of furniture used to sit on or in, comprising a seat, legs, back, and sometimes arm rests, for use by one person. Compare stool, couch, sofa, settee, love seat and bench. Verb, to act as chairperson at, to preside over. Noun, a chairman or chairwoman, someone who presides over a meeting, board, etc. Noun, a chair-like device used for performing execution by electrocution. Character. Noun, a being involved in the action of a story. Verb, to write, using characters. To describe. Folders. Noun, an organizer that papers are kept in, usually with an index tab, to be stored as a single unit in a filing cabinet. Mercenary. Noun, one motivated by gain, especially monetary. Adjective, motivated by private gain. New. Verb, to perceive the truth or factuality of, to be certain of or that. Junk. Noun, discarded or waste material. Rubbish, trash. Verb, to throw away. Inspiring. Verb, to infuse into the mind. To communicate to the spirit. To convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence. To disclose preternaturally. To produce in, as by inspiration. Noun, inspiration. Adjective, providing inspiration, encouraging, stimulating. Birdwatching. Noun, observing or identifying wild birds in their natural environment. Leader. Noun, any person that leads or directs. Implementing. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Buffer. Adjective, of the color of buff leather. A brownish yellow. Noun, someone or something that buffs. Verb, to use a buffer or buffers. To isolate or minimize the effects of one thing on another. Ants. Noun, any of various insects in the family Formicidae in the order Hymenoptera. Typically living in large colonies composed almost entirely of flightless females. Verb, to rub insects, especially ants, on one's body. perhaps to control parasites or clean feathers. May. Verb, to be strong, to have power over. Baker. Noun, a person who bakes and sells bread, cakes and similar items. Board. Noun, a relatively long, wide and thin piece of any material, usually wood or similar, often for use in construction or furniture making. Verb, to step or climb onto or otherwise enter a ship, aircraft, train or other conveyance. Heal. Noun, a spell or ability that restores hit points or removes a status ailment. Verb, to make better from a disease, wound, etc., to revive or cure. Engaged. Verb, heading, to interact socially. Adjective, agreed to be married. Discussion. Noun, conversation or debate concerning a particular topic. City. Noun, a large settlement, bigger than a town, sometimes with a specific legal definition, depending on the place. Humid. Adjective, containing perceptible moisture, usually describing air or atmosphere. Damp. Moist, somewhat wet or watery. Directorate. Noun, an agency headed by a director, usually a subdivision of a major government department. Appear. Verb, to come or be in sight, to be in view, to become visible. Action. Noun, something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb, to act on a request, etc., in order to put it into effect. Interjection, demanding or signifying the start of something, usually an act or scene of a theatric performance. Bring. Verb, detransitive, to transport towards somebody, somewhere. Colon. Noun, the punctuation mark. Bathtub. Noun, a large container for holding water in which a person may bathe, take a bath. Homeless. Adjective, lacking a permanent place of residence. Come. Noun, coming, arrival, approach. Verb, to move from further away to nearer to. Preposition, used to indicate a point in time at or after which a stated event or situation occurs. Interjection, an exclamation to express annoyance. Enjoys. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Glazier. Noun, one who glazes, a craftsman who works with glass, fitting windows, etc. Government. Noun, the body with the power to make and or enforce laws to control a country. Land area, people or organization. Involved. Verb, to roll or fold up, to wind round, to entwine. Adjective, complicated. Flies. Noun, the open area above a stage where scenery and equipment may be hung. Noun, any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Noun, the action of flying, flight. Verb, to hit a fly ball, to hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb, and line. Verb, to travel through the air, another gas or a vacuum, without being in contact with a grounded surface. Noun, rural, a wing. Cashier. Verb, to dismiss someone, especially military personnel, from service. Executive. Noun, a chief officer or administrator, especially one who can make significant decisions on their own authority. Adjective, designed or fitted for execution, or carrying into effect. Indeed. Adverb, modal, truly, in fact, actually. Interjection, indicates emphatic agreement. Filtered. Verb, to sort, sift, or isolate. Adjective, with a filter, e.g., a cigarette. Generous. Adjective, noble in behavior or actions. Principled, not petty, kind, magnanimous. Bond. Noun, evidence of a long-term debt, by which the bond issuer, the borrower, is obliged to pay interest when due, and repay the principal at maturity, as specified on the face of the bond certificate. The rights of the holder are specified in the bond indenture. which contains the legal terms and conditions under which the bond was issued. Bonds are available in two forms: registered bonds and bearer bonds. Verb: to connect, secure or tie with a bond. To bind, behave. Verb: to conduct oneself well, or in a given way. Darkness. Noun: the state of being dark, lack of light. Clear. Noun: full extent, distance between extreme limits, especially the distance between the nearest surfaces of two bodies, or the space between walls. Verb: to remove obstructions, impediments or other unwanted items from. Adjective: transparent in color. Adverb: all the way, entirely. Galaxy. Noun: the Milky Way, the apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Decorate. Verb: to furnish with decorations. Deduce. Verb: to reach a conclusion by applying rules of logic to given premises. Alcoholic. Noun: a person addicted to alcohol. Adjective: of or pertaining to alcohol. Gardening. Verb: to grow plants in a garden. To create or maintain a garden. Noun: the process or action of cultivating the soil, particularly in a garden. The care of a garden. Horticulture. Distinction. Noun: that which distinguishes. A single occurrence of a determining factor or feature. The fact of being divided. Separation. Discrimination. Concentrated. Verb: to bring to, or direct toward, a common center. To unite more closely. To gather into one body. Mass. Or force. Adjective: not dilute, having a high concentration. Invoice. Noun: a bill, a commercial document issued by a seller to a buyer indicating the products, quantities and agreed prices for products or services that the seller has already provided the buyer with. An invoice indicates that, unless paid in advance, payment is due by the buyer to the seller, according to the agreed terms. Verb: to bill, to issue an invoice to. Falling. Verb: heading, to be moved downwards. Noun: present participle of fall. Adjective: that falls or fall. Decrypts. Noun: a decoded communication. Verb: to convert, an encrypted or coded message, back into plain text. Cut out. Verb: to refrain from, doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease, doing something. Adjective: well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Chemist. Noun: a person who specializes in the science of chemistry, especially at a professional level. Hook. Noun: a rod bent into a curved shape, typically with one end free and the other end secured to a rope or other attachment. Verb: to attach a hook to. Avoiding. Verb: to try not to meet or communicate with a person. To shun. Noun: avoidance. Achieving. Verb: to succeed in something, now especially in academic performance. Noun: achievements, emphasizing the process of accomplishing them. Dad. Noun: a father, a male parent. Ceiling. Verb: to line or finish a surface, such as a wall, with plaster, stucco, thin boards, or similar. Noun: the overhead closure of a room. By. Noun: a flying insect, of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea, known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them, for collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Noun: a contest, especially for spelling. See spelling bee. Noun: a ring or torque, a bracelet. Noun: the name of the Latin script letter B. Noun: usually in the plural, any of the pieces of hard wood bolted to the sides of the bowsprit. To reeve the fore topmast stays through. Adjective: out of the way, subsidiary. Adverb: along a path which runs past the speaker. Preposition: near or next to. Noun: the position of a person or team in a tournament or competition who draws no opponent in a particular round, so advances to the next round unopposed, or is awarded points for a win in a league table. Also the phantom opponent of such a person or team. Interjection: goodbye.